Welcome to my $100,000 stock experiment, year 3, week 36, ending December 18th, 2020. This isn't an endorsement to purchase any stocks that I bought, nor an endorsement to purchase stocks in general. I'm on a mission to become a great growth stock investor, and I'm letting you watch me on my journey. Hopefully you can learn from my mistakes and celebrate my successes. According to the IBD at investors.com, the market is in a confirmed uptrend. The S&P 500 is up 1.3% for the week. On Thursday, it closed at an all-time high, and this week it closed at 37.09. I did buy one new stock this week, Retractable Technologies. I made a B1 and a B2, and I made a B2 in Taiwan Semiconductor and a B3 in Yeti Holdings. Every time I buy a stock, I put a stop limit order as my floor. Initially, this is at 8% below my purchase price. Now here's a mistake you can learn from, hopefully. Retractable Technologies, stock symbol RVP. I'm giving this stock another try. I bought it on Tuesday. The first day I held it, it was up 16%. And then I made a B2 the next day, and it's been downhill from there. Unfortunately, I did not put in my stop limit order at 8%, and right now the stock has no floor, and I have a big loss. I have two buys in it. My B1 I've held for 4 days and it's down 15%, and my B2 I've held for 3 days and it's down 16.7%. I still didn't set my floor. I keep telling myself that it needs to be around the 31-day exponential moving average, which is at $10.80. Clearly, I did not handle this stock well, and it is a big mistake, and it could have really dented my portfolio, but luckily I was saved by my super performers this week. I review my charts every week and see if I can raise my floor. NVIDIA Corp, stock symbol NVDA. NVIDIA was up 2% for the week. It's still consolidating. It's been doing that for 6 weeks, and it has a 14% flat base, which means that it's just been going sideways, and it has fluctuated from the high price to the low price with 14%. I'm still waiting for the breakout on this, and I did leave my floor where I set it several weeks ago. I've held this stock for just over 4 weeks, and I have a 0% gain. Hologic Inc., stock symbol HOLX. Hologic has a 0.6% gain for the week. It didn't beat the S&P 500. MarketSmith shows the stock is still in the handle of a cup with handle pattern, and it has the pivot point of 76.85. Can HOLX get there? I did raise my floor up to that 31-day exponential moving average at 71.86. I've held this stock for 4.5 weeks, and it's up 6.8%. I like to add to my positions as stocks prove themselves. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing, stock symbol TSM. TSM is up 0.2% for the week. It's the second week in a row with less than a 1% gain. This is a stair-stepper stock, so it tends to go up and then hold steady for a few weeks and then go up again. I would like to see this break and hold 105, and I did make a B2 on Monday. I raised my floor up to that diagonal blue line, the 31-day exponential moving average. My B1 I've held for 6 weeks, and I have a 13.7% gain in it, and my B2 I've held for 1 week, and I have a 0% gain. Yeti Holdings, stock symbol YETI. Yeti is up 6% for the week, following last week's gain of 8.7%, and it's holding above the 8-day simple moving average. I wanted to see it close above 72, and it closed at 72.37. I made a B3 on Monday. I moved my floor up this week to the 31-day exponential moving average at 64.02. My B1 I've held for 4.5 weeks, and it's up 24.6%. My B2 I've held for 3 weeks, and it's up 14.7%. And my B3 I've held for 1 week, and it's up 3.1%. Don't let a double-digit gain turn into a loss. Advanced Micro Devices, stock symbol AMD. AMD had a nice week. It's up 4.7%. Most of the gain came on Monday and Tuesday. AMD kissed the 8-day simple moving average on Friday, but closed above it. The range on Friday was inside the low from Monday and the high from Tuesday. I think this is healthy action. I wanted to see it close above and hold 95, and it closed the week at 95.92. I raised my floor on this one also to the 31-day exponential moving average at 89.80. I've held this stock for 4 weeks and it's up 10%. NeoGenomics, stock symbol NEO. NEO's up 5.7% this week for the second week in a row. It's holding above its 8-day simple moving average since November 20th. And I also raised my floor on this one to the 31-day exponential moving average. And all 3 of my buys are in the money, which means if it triggered a floor, I would have a profit on my B1, B2, and B3. My B1 I've held for 4.5 weeks and it's up 25.8%. My B2 I've held for almost 4 weeks and it's up 17.4%. And my B3 I've held just about 3 weeks and it's up 13.4%. Roku Inc., stock symbol ROKU. Roku's up another 3% this week, following its 11.6% gain last week. It's holding above its 8-day simple moving average, and I raised my floor to 1% above my B3 purchase price to $292.78. I have 3 buys in this. I've held my B1 for 5.5 weeks and it's up 46.4%. Amazing. My B2 I've held for 3.8 weeks and it's up 23.8%. And my B3 I've held for 2 weeks and it's up 17.5%. Tesla Inc., stock symbol TSLA. Tesla's the biggest winner of the week for my stocks, and it's my best performer overall. It was up 13.9% this week. It did kiss the 8-day simple moving average all week, and I raised my floor just like I did on my other stocks to my 31-day exponential moving average. It's at 564.02. With this floor, I'd still have a loss on my B3, but I didn't want to raise this floor up too fast and choke off the trade. Tesla held the $600 price I wanted it to this week, and it closed at a high on Friday of $695. My B1 I've held for 5.5 weeks and it's up 65.6%, which is just amazing. My B2 I've held for 4.4 weeks and it's up 38.7%. And my B3 I've held for 3 weeks and it's up 20%. I did sell my Paycom stock this week, my B1 and my B2. Paycom software, stock symbol PAYC. I was nervous holding Paycom. I was watching this stock more closely than my other stocks. I didn't want to take a gain of less than 20% after holding the stock for more than 8 weeks. It had dropped between the 8-day and 16-day simple moving average, and I had an alert set at 420, and it alerted me twice at that price, so I decided to get out. If I were looking for a stock to buy today, I don't think Paycom would be at that top of that list. It currently was missing in my tweak screen. The relative strength was at 89, where I like 95, and the industry group was at a C+. It wasn't up to a B yet. So I took my profit, and I'm happy with this sell. My B1 I held for 10 weeks, and I have a gain of 22.7%, and my B2 I held for just under 9 weeks, and I had a 10.8% gain. My current holding bar chart shows 1 bar for each week or portion of a week that I've owned the stock. 4 stocks are performing super well: NEO, Roku, Tesla, and Yeti. And I have 1 stock that's below that yellow floor, RVP, in the middle there in the gray. That 9,200 yellow line is my 8% floor, and I should not have any stocks below that, so clearly my mistake. NVIDIA in the green, it has made no progress in the 5 weeks that I've held it. That's just dead money there. I could be making a profit and I'm not, so I need to think about getting rid of that stock also. The other 3 stocks I have, AMD, HOLX, and TSM, are making more than the 1% a week that I like, but they aren't stellar. They're not super duper performers. My current dollar value gain shows my gain or my loss in my B1 purchases only, and I sort them with the lowest value on the top. RVP, I have a loss of $1,523, which is awful. And then NVIDIA, you can say I have a $4 gain. All the way at the bottom, Tesla, on my B1 purchase, I have a gain of $6,553. And my weekly percentage change, I sort also with the lowest value on the top. And then in that red box are the ones that did not beat the S&P 500 1.3% gain this week. So RVP was the worst performer of the week. And that's since I purchased it, not for the entire week, but from my purchase price. TSM and HOLX also did not beat the S&P 500 this week. My streak of having at least 3 stocks that have more than a 5% gain in a week continues for the 5th week in a row. After 2 years and 36 weeks, my $100,000 has grown to $168,817 versus the S&P 500 for the same time frame has grown to $139,646. All of my gains this week came from my existing holdings. The change from last week to this week, my existing holdings went up $7,559. The stock that I sold this week, Paycom, between last week and this week went down a total of $212. And then my new purchases this week, I have a loss of $2,402. The weekly change for the S&P 500 is circled down at the bottom in blue. On the left-hand side, it's up 1.3% versus the Melissa method that was up 3% this week. And circled in the yellow at the bottom, on the left-hand side, the S&P 500 for my experiment year, which started mid-April, is 33% versus the Melissa method up 16.7. So S&P 500 is double mine, but the experiment year continues until April, so we'll see what happens. The industry and sector breakdown shows that I'm most heavily concentrated in leisure stocks. I have 3 buys in both Roku and Yeti, followed by medical, where I have 3 buys in NEO and 2 in RVP, which is that loser stock. I have about $38,000 in chip stocks, followed by auto, where I have a $29,000 holding. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for my next episode, or better yet, subscribe to my channel, The Melissa Method. Don't forget to hit the bell if you want an alert when I post a new episode.